And Dave, man. Xhaka said he's vaccinated, fair play, then he's gone. I don't know about that, though. I want to see us get some loans in. Loans where, though? Half the guys that are loans, they're rub duns, really, that clubs are trying to get rid of. It has to be a decent loan. It can't be a loan for the sake of it, man. Shout out Clement. Plug in the merchandise store as well as getting to 200 likes /300 for it's done. Big up from Barbados, loving the show. Come on, my Bajans. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's put that back up there. That was stupid, wasn't it? All right, calm. Did you want Martinez? Not really. Like, I'm not against it because of his ability to play left back. I was getting a bit scared of Mikel Arteta wanting to spend the next 50 odd million on another centre back. When cool, if you want him, there's things to like about him, but there's other areas to address and things like that. Do you think Isak might do good at Newcastle? Yeah, but he's going to need to eat some hard food or some battered Mars bars and that down them sides because he's going to have to bulk up. He didn't reject you. He just had a preferred destination. Fair play, man. You know, best of luck to him. Big up, my G. Keep doing your thing, fam. Love from Germany. Shout out to you. Don't think I've seen Germans locked in here too much. Even Martial. I think all my stocks for United are with Sancho, in it. Martial, I'd like him to do well, but I'm a fan of Jadon Sancho, in it, and yeah, I hope he does well this season. Grealish the same. Do you think Smith Rowe would play more as a 10 or winger this season? I think he plays better as an inverted winger. I think he'll get more game time out wide, but I don't know. And I want him to be able to long-term be able to play as an 8 in the medium term. That wide creative midfielder, inverted winger, that 10, that's you in it. There's enough games. You're number 10. Do your thing. Big up, Chris. Yo, DG, it's your slang that keeps me on this channel. I speak in slang. I didn't know that, but I appreciate that. DG, genuine question. How long are we going to classify Arteta and Edu as rookies? People like to say that a lot. Until they show something different, innit? Man's a rookie. Arteta's been in the management game 5 minutes, bro. So you're a rookie. You got potential, and that's not a diss, but you are a rookie. I would prefer Paqueta, but it's probably a Telemans thing. Get Wenger back for transfers. I honestly think we should focus on Paqueta. Definitely could bring back that tiki-taka style we all know and love. Big up DG. All right, still, but it should be a both. I hate how Arsenal do this either or. Do you remember when Owl was linked? Fans got twanged into saying, no, a 6 is more important. No, a 8 is more important. It's both, bro. Like, you need both. Chelsea are not sitting there and staying, it's not sitting there and saying, oh, do we go for a winger or a false 9 like Sterling or a centre-back? I know it's not the same, but they're going for both. Both is important. Really, it's always either or, and until we what? Okay, cool. So people just getting some transfer news up there for you lot. Thought I got shagged, but we didn't. Amazing questions and talking points and things. As always, you lot are in top form, and it's always appreciated, people. Big up yourselves as usual. Oh, what's this? So people getting an alert from Twitch. Why are they always hating on the guy? Why does the Twitch always say, what is wrong with my title? There's no profanity in it. There's no nothing. Fair enough, man. We keep going. Normal guy, shout out to you. I don't know about Kante. Uncle Kante will start looking his real age of about 70 in it. Kante's gonna start looking like that barber. That barber that just cuts old men and little kids. The juice is gonna run out. Kante, seriously, Kante would be a big boy signing, but having won everything there is to offer at club level, 2-time Premier League winner at Leicester and Chelsea. I'm sure he's won the Europa League with Chelsea. I stand corrected. He's definitely won Champions League. He's won a World Cup. I'll question why you signed for Arsenal at 31. Are you cashing out? Do you want a calm ride as your career winds down? As obviously in the next 2 years, if you're these young G's at Arsenal, that's great. But he's 33. Knowing Arsenal, we'll give him a 12-year contract. Milinkovic-Savic would be wavy, but we all know apart from that, it's just a dream selling thing. It's just paper BS. Am I demanding too much from the club if I still want an overlapping right back, inverted left back, centre mid, and a tall striker just because the likes of Jesus and Nketiah can play out wide and I prefer an outlet? Not necessarily, but Arsenal tax probably. Family friendly DG out here. Come on, man. Come on. Any brands out there, shout me in it. You know, I'm gonna do a video, not a live stream, but second season players, and I think it was mainly centered around Sancho. I think Sancho's gonna get double figures in the Prem. I think Grealish is gonna cook, especially in the absence of Jesus and Sterling. To a lesser degree, and obviously he's not in the same realm as them, but I think we're going to see a better Lokonga this season. And I think apart from that, there isn't anyone else from the second season thing, really. It's going to 100% be a PR fest, man. I didn't say questions aren't unfounded. I said hate. I don't like how angry and reactionary we as Arsenal fans are. We finished fifth. We've literally improved every season. I hear you, man. People get mad about everything. Certain fans that cried, "Why are we playing kids?" and that they're crying that none of these kids have gone off to America, and that's what I mean. A mixed bag, really. Are the Love Island stream still on, or did they just tell you to stop? We did one yesterday. Still, I'm sorry, but Martinez is too short. I'm not interested in aerial dual stats either. I'm here for optics. I hear that. Just went to your shop to buy the t-shirt you're wearing, but it's not there. Is that an old stock or is there another shop? No, this one ain't there no more, my guy, man. This one ain't there no more, my guy. Soon land. I mean, I want a lot. If it could be, I wanted 3 midfielders for Arsenal: a 6 and 2 number 8s, a right back, a left back, a right winger, a centre back that could complement what we have. But again, Arsenal tax, man. DGR season is in the hands of Tierney and Barty's fitness level. Again, if we do that again, we're in problems. We are growing as a club in the most sustainable way. In the most sustainable way, I'm not too sure, but we are growing as a club. You know, there is, as I said, there's things to be pessimistic about. There's things to be optimistic about. What I will say is the league is not just going to wait for this magical Arsenal to get back to where they're going. And very rarely does a group of players go through to the end. Like, what would you say is the promised land for these young players? I would say, for me, the word competitive in dream world, it would be fighting for the Premier League, fighting for the Champions League, consistently qualifying for that. But things hardly happen like that. City is not the best of examples, but I'm sure there was a reality where they thought Raheem Sterling, Sane, and Gabriel Jesus would be a future front three or something along them lines. How did that work out? For whatever reason, whether it's contracts, whether it's other players arriving, whatever reason, how did that work out? You know, it's a bit naive. Some players are going to be able to go the distance, some are not, really and truly. That's why there has to be a healthy sense of urgency. For me, there's not enough urgency. And I don't think there's enough pressure. That's just me. And I think you can either bury your head in the sand and be living in la la land and praising saving wages and, you know, lying to yourself. And you can be extremely negative. I think neither is true. I think Arsenal are literally in a halfway house, you know. And this is it. You know, Chelsea are in a halfway house on the basis of finishing third. They're at that level now. Do we get closer to the top two, or do we, you know, kind of do what Spurs, United, and Arsenal were doing last year? Based on what they've done with Sterling and the names they're linking, they evidently want to go that way, really. We're in a halfway house, which is why I said earlier, we can finish as high as fourth or as low as eighth. Martinez is gone. That's cool. Let's get Paqueta and another defender in place of Martinez, and also need some more research done on the. What else was he saying there, my guy? I don't think his height will be a problem, but you know, I think he'll play. I mean, if I was him, I'd want to play centre back. That's where I play. You know, I think he complements Varane well. That's where I've played the majority of the games. I'd want to play centre back. If we had Wenger, we could attract Mbappe. Maybe when Mbappe's 50. My money's on us getting Zinchenko. Bring Zinchenko to the carpet, man. But I can't see that. Surely that, you know what, it has to have come up in conversation where when we tried to bring in Jesus, but them links seem to have died away. It'd be lovely because that's another guy that can play in midfield on the left hand side. But thoughts on Onana, got good physical qualities, fairly decent on the ball. Can't see us going for him. Assuming you're talking about the centre mid. DG, can you take Dembele from Lyon as a second striker? You could, but not really on it if I'm honest. I'm not really on it if I'm honest. Just bringing in man for the sake of it, man. Man City built by buying players early and growing. Exactly. Musa Diaby would be a good signing, but we're gonna get Zhang for him. You know that's a tax as well. I'm sorry, but 70, 80 million euros quoted. Fuck that. Yeah, you know, Bellerin, Cedric, not neither, but Cedric's got a year left on his deal. Bellerin needs to keep it moving, in it. So I'd probably say Cedric. They're both as bad as each other. It's a thing where the one who isn't playing is the one you say should be given a chance. You know, big up my guy Ainsley Maitland-Niles, but you know, him, Cedric, Bellerin, they're always all the same stuff, in it. They're gonna give you 3-4 games where they look lit. You think they've made something, and then they show you their levels, man. Arsenal need to stop being romantic next season, man. We did the Disneyland Channel thing too much, especially when it came to the squad players getting opportunities. And let's be honest, there were times they did well. But when it came to the end of the season, they crumbled. And to be honest with you, I'm not really onto them because they're extremely limited. I think that's a sign for me to back the Maggie because I don't know why it dropped. Sorry about that, people. If you heard that noise, it's all crazy. But yeah, man. I mean, Dembele would be good, but I don't want to bring in man for the sake of it. Like, we still need a winger because we lack goals. And I know it's difficult after being linked with Rafinha, Paqueta, who can play out there, and Gnabry. But if you're not going to bring in them sort of curtain raisers, then I don't think we should bring people in, really. No decent player wants to sign for this manager. Bit harsh. What, Gabriel is ain't decent? But I'm not here to back Arteta like that, so it is what it is. What's good, DG? Been a minute shooting down to Baltimore. Big up yourself for the weekend with the lady. She bought the tickets as an early birthday gift. You know, big up yourself. Shout out your lady for doing that. Sounds so wrong to say shout out another man's lady, but big her up. She clearly knows the way to your heart. Hopefully you enjoy that. Hopefully, you know, first things first, hope you and your loved ones and everyone have a safe journey to and from. Hope you enjoy watching the Arsenal, my guy, and shout out to you for returning, man. She is a keeper. She's probably better than Matt Turner there, isn't it? Telemans, you want Telemans and Paqueta? Keep doing your thing, my guy. Will do, man. Will do. Will do. I'm here for the Kyle Walker-Peters thing. I'm looking forward to seeing what Isak can do coming back from that horrible injury. Trust, you never like to see them. DG, do you think we can finish above Spurs or Chelsea? Not Chelsea, maybe Spurs. But again, Conte's more experienced. Listen, I think Spurs don't get top four if they had Arteta in that moment. I think we get top four if we have Conte. That's not to belittle Conte. I mean, belittle Arteta or praise Conte. That's just because I genuinely think there's been times this season a more experienced manager navigates things a bit quicker. And I think across the course of the season, I don't think Arteta, based on what I've seen, understands it's a marathon, not a sprint. Even going into the North London derby, he tried to do the cup final thing where you look at Conte. He obviously talked up the importance, but he then kept a cool head. I think, you know, we're literally doing the all or nothing thing. Shout out you lot, man. Come on, appreciate you lot, man. Appreciate you lot. We should look for a bargain squad player. I hear that, but when Arsenal go for squad players, they're actually meaty, man. I think we need to go for people levels who we have. So then generally people filter out and become squad players. In hindsight, do you think Emery was sacked too early? Nope. Poor answer, DG, saying not Chelsea. I said not Spurs. I said Chelsea will finish ahead of us. Poor listening skills. Fuck. Shout out to you, man. That Eden done look like a myth. I will be on Rancy's show, provided that is still happening. I ain't seen nothing on WhatsApp. I need to check my phone when we're done here. Hossam Aouar. I mean, are we at 200 likes? Because you know me, I'm never going to give up on Hossam Aouar. And that's why, you know, I've seen something in relation to him. You know, I'm not giving up on that, as rubbed as he might be. I'm not giving up on that, man. We got too far to turn back. Hope you're doing well and safe. With the right manager, Pepe could thrive. He could, but well, it's 2022, brother, man. I agree with it, but everything's getting long now, man. Like, pause. Everything's getting long now. The Ainsley, the Reece Nelsons, the Pepes, there's a couple guys that's getting long now, man. It's getting long, bro. Like, it's new stuff now, new guys, new everything, man. It's getting long now, man. It's getting long, bro. I'm not on it no more. I'm not on it. We're having the same old conversations. Like, it's getting long. We didn't even get that Arteta done Pepe dirty last year. We didn't even get that second season, second half of the season, Pepe. It's getting long, bro. Like, it's getting long. I'm not on it no more. Like, aren't you like bored of some of these conversations? Like, whether these players are good or not, we've been down this road, man. Pepe can still have it, but yeah, man. I don't know why dating site keeps covered it here, but it is what it is. Sterling to Chelsea's a lit one, man. DG, do you think if Arteta fails a top 4 finish this season, we need a new manager? Well, yeah, you've taken us, you kind of taken us as far as you can, really. But unless he does a Mazza, it's not going to happen. Listen, Matt Turner, I'm scared about him, and I'll issue a public apology on I'm sorry sort of stuff with Matt Turner, but I don't know, man. To be fair, you was already starting on minus with me, but when I look at the training clips, when I go off preseason, it's very harsh, like life. I just hope we don't get into a scenario where Ramsdale is injured, because I think we're in trouble, man. What's the fan base's obsession with squad players and good for rotation? Man, want elite players signed to bring the level up. We got to raise expectations. You're right. But I disagree with your comment, because if anything, for me, in my reality, it's like Arsenal fans don't understand you need a squad. Like, it's like they don't understand. They always do this. Oh, no, don't bring in him because we got him. And then when my man's not doing the form thing, like, even though we didn't get Rafinha, we don't need Rafinha. What does that mean for Saka? Saka's not going to play. A few weeks ago, oh, my God, Saka is being overplayed. Pepe needs to get a run of games. All right, then. All right, cool. Fair enough. It's not making no sense to me, but as I always say on my channel, I don't tell you what to think, just think. I don't think people do that. Deluded, do you honestly think Martinez's height will be an issue for United? Of course, some games, naturally, your lack of height, you're going to get bullied. But I think he's a fairly good reader of the game. I think he's fairly aggressive. And obviously, we are playing in English, so it's relevant. But I do think it's mainly an English sort of thing to... Obviously, most centre-backs are tall and that, but it's mainly an English thing to gas up the height. When you look at the Argentines, clearly the Spanish dons, Cannavaro of Italy, if you're a good reader of the game and things like that, it's kind of calm, really and truly. And some of these European nations extend that to the goalies. You know, it's big up you lot that was on Twitch and we was watching the under-19s championship. How tall was the goalie for Spain? Now he's under 19s. He probably will spring up a couple of inches, pause. But you know, he looked tall, he looked considerably shorter than Aaron Lennon. So make of that what you will. So I think he'll be all right because he's aggressive. He seems a good reader of the game. It is what it is. Obviously, I hope we don't do too well because we need to say, we need to be here and say, bloody hell, we dodged the bullet. But yeah, man, I think he'll be calm still. I think he'll be calm. But there's obviously going to be games where, you know, the lack of height is shown, isn't it? Really, naturally, like anyone. It's like if I'm a centre-back and I lack pace, I might be able to read the game well, do well. But there's going to be games where the lack of pace is evidently an issue. Like everybody, really. Say mums. Don't gas. I'm not getting excited. DG, check Ornstein tweet. Nah, fuck the tweets. We're going straight to the Athletic. Man. Please, man, don't do this. Don't do me dirty. I don't do it. I just play my position in life. I don't get on to no one. Please, man. We need this. One sec. Yes! Are we at 200 likes? Are we at 200 likes? You lot say I never smile. We know this is going to end in heartbreak, but fuck it. It is what it is. Are we at 200 likes? Big up you lot. Let's get to 300. We're at 225. So with that, yeah, as usual, appreciate you lot for obviously keeping me updated.